Hello students, welcome to NeoTeach. Today I am going to teach IO operations in C program. So what do you mean by IO operations? Basically input and output operations means how we can perform input operation in C program and how we can take the output from the C program onto monitor. So these IO operations I want to discuss today. So these IO operations are also called as IO functions, means formatted IO functions also we call, because formatting code we use for these functions to format the content. So that's what formatting IO functions. Basically following are the IO functions used in C language. They are available in stdio.h. The first number one is printf function and the second one is scanf function. These two functions are available in stdio.h, standard input and output header file. So if you want to use this printf and scanf function, you need to include the standard input and output header file into your program. Okay, so let's discuss the first one. What is printf function? It is a standard library output function which is used to display the data on monitor. Basically the purpose is that one. So what is the general form of this printf function? What do you mean by general form? General form is nothing but the syntax. What do you mean by syntax? The pattern. While we are working with that, how we can write that? We need to follow the syntactical rules, or else we will get the syntactical errors. So we will see that syntax right now. See, the printf like syntax is look like this. Always this control string present within the double quotes. Remember, this control string present within the double quotes. Okay, so always the control string present within the double quotes. And list of arguments. How many arguments we are taking output? We are list out here separated by commas. And majorly this printf function having the control string, this control string we can write like three different kind of elements. So what are they? Let me check first. I will list out them. Here the first one is text characters. Text characters means inside the control string we can simply write the text, normal text we want to write. See, whenever you want to display some normal content, like see NeoTeach I am writing here, whatever you wrote here within the double quotes, as it is display on the monitor, means we will get the output like NeoTeach. This is one thing. And the second elements, like three different kind of elements we are going to use now. In that the first one is text characters completed, and the second one is formatting codes. To format a different kind of data, we can use the formatting codes. So we will see that what are the formatting codes are there and what is the purpose of using that. We will see here. Simply I want to take the first one is %d. So what is %d? %d is used to display the content in the form of integer. Means if you want to work with the integer, means numeric data, you are going to be print on the monitor as the numeric updated values. So we go for this %d. And %f, it is used to display data in floating point form. Floating, so like 3.14, 5.6, such a pointed values we can process. And then %c. %c to display the data in the character format. Like if you want to display the character, then you go for this %c. Next, %s, it is for the string. So if you wanted to process and if you wanted to work with the strings and if you wanted to display string content, then you go for %s in place of control string. And %u for the unsigned content, and whenever you work with the unsigned content, you go for this. And %x, if you want to work with the hexadecimal numbers, then to format the hexadecimal numbers, we use this %x. And %u, octal number system, means octal number format if you want to use, then you go for %u. So I will give one example here. Suppose integer a equals to 10. Means a is a variable which holds 10 value. So I want to print that integer value. See, like I'm writing here simply what I am writing here, simply I am writing a is equals to whatever I wrote as it is display on the monitor, because this is the normal content, normal text characters, as I said in the point number 1. Now this formatting code is what? This %d formats the content. Which content? Which is the variable we listed in the list of argument. That means this complete the value is coming to this, means a value formatted in place of %d. A value already we have 10, so that's what the 10 decimal value formatted in the place of %d. Thus we are getting the output a is equals to 10. So this is C. A is equals to, as it is, normal character came, and the 10 is nothing but decimal value. %d means d for decimal. So %d formatting this decimal value. Right. So for that purpose we are using formatting codes. This is one thing, one example I given in lab. Like day to day we are using we will use in the programs like all these formatting codes. And the third one is called as escape sequences. Escape sequence means whenever we want to move our cursor from the current position to next line, or from the current position to forward or backward or vertical space, such a things. So here escape sequence and its meaning I listed out. See here, \n, it's for the new line. Always escape sequences comes along with the \n. So \n means it's for the new line. Whenever you want to transfer your control while you are taking output, then you can write \n. So the cursor will move to the next line. And tab space, if you wanted to provide the tab space, then you go for like \t. It provides the tab space, basically 5 character space. One tab space is nothing but 5 character space. And next, the backspace, if you wanted to provide the backspace, and you go for this. Vertical space also we can write \v and \a. Alert, if you want like beep sound somewhere, then you go for this. In a graphical program we usually use this \a. And return, like enter, if you wanted to submit somewhere and if you wanted to automatically like action of enter button, then you go for this. These are the special things. Apart from this, we can also write like backslash, means it provides backslash, and somewhere if you want like backslash single quotes and backslash double quotes also you can provide, and backslash some question mark also we can provide. Such a backslashes also we can submit followed by backslash like this. And let me give one example for this. Example is, I am taking here integer a equal to 10 and b is equals to 20. I want to display those two values by providing the tab space. See, printf, what I want to write here, normal characters, a is equals to normal characters, %d is the formatting code, and tab space, see here, tab space, and followed by that normal character and again formatting code. So the a value formats the value in the place of first formatting code, and the b value formats the data in the second formatting code. Means always formatting code required 1/1 basis. Every variable required its own, means unique formatting code. So 1/1 basis we require. How many variables you want to display, that many number of formatting codes you should write here. So that is the main thing. So now see, in between these a value and b value I am writing \t. That means I want to provide 5 character space like after printing a value. See, the output is look like this. See, after printing a value 10, then see that 5 character space provided, that is called as \t. Then if you want to go for the next line, means I want to print a value 10, then after into the next line, then you write \n. So these are the things. So what is the main thing here? In the control string. Okay, so in the control string, see, in the control string, what we are using, basically we are using text characters, and we are using formatting codes, and we are using escape sequences. Okay, here we want to learn that in control string we want to use, like, we able to use text characters, formatting codes, escape sequence. It depends on your requirement. Okay, and finally I want to say here, printf function is going to be return numeric value. The return type of printf function is numeric, that is integer value. So how it is, means how many characters it printed on as a output on monitor, that number of characters written by this printf function. See, just I want to give this example here. Printf function, it returns an integer value, depends on the total number of characters it has printed. So example I am giving here. See, simply I want to write here integer n. So why I am writing here? See, printf. Inside the printf, I want to take neoteach as output. How many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this printf function prints 8 characters on monitor. So for that reason, we can write this complete 8 is written by this function assigned to n value. So if I want to take output of this n value, so just the printf n is equals to %d. Here in place of %d, I want to format n value. So that n value already I said 8. So we will get the output n is equals to 8. Okay, so this is regarding printf function. Whenever you want to write printf function, you just keep the syntax in your mind, and what kind of elements you are going to use in the control string you can remember. Okay, so this is the way of using printf function. And let's move for the next one. The next one is second, like scanf function. It is a standard library input function, so which is used to read the data from the keyboard or from the user. See, the scanf function purpose is this, and it has the following syntax. The syntax is like, see, here just same scanf function, followed by that within the bracket control string is there, and here list of address of arguments. So here what is the difference between the printf function and scanf function? That is for the output purpose, and this is for the input purpose. Here also control string is there, and list of address of arguments. There list of arguments, but here list of address of arguments is there. So now, so what are the elements we can use here? See, here only formatting code we can use, not the text format, text characters, and not the escape sequence. So this is only for the input operation. That's what formatting code is enough. That is one thing. And let me give one example. Say integer a and b I taken. So a comma b. Whenever I take an integer a comma b, internally compiler creates a variable and it generates the memory for a variable. Say the address is like 151, say 151. Assumption only. Next, b is also one of the variable of type integer, and compiler generates memory space in the memory hard disk, like here 303 is the address example. Assumption here. So I want to read two values from the user. So that's what I want to give an output statement like enter a comma b values. So printf enter a comma b values. If I have written this statement, it prints on the monitor as it is, like enter a comma b values. Okay. By seeing this, the user will give some value, say a value given 10 and b value given 20. Then how I should catch them from the user, means from the keyboard, means I want to write this statement. What this statement? See here, two values I am reading. %d means one numeric value, and one more %d, one more numeric value, means decimal value. So I want to store them. The first value I want to store into the address of A, and second value I want to store into the address of B. See what happened. First value I am reading integer, means numeric value, means decimal value, that I want to place into address. See here, what is the address here? A's address, A address, where it is? See here. I want to fit, means I want to place, I want to store the first given value percentile D means decimal value into address of A. So that's what the given 10 value will be stored into this address. And in the same way, second formatting code is for the second variable, that is B. So this percentile D stores the next given value. What is the next given value? 20. The 20 will store into whom? That is into the B address. So it will goes to B address. This is one. So the 20 will be stored into B variable like this. So this is the way is going on internally by the compiler, right? Now, so this scanf function also returns integer value. It depends on how many variable content read by the scanf function from the keyboard. Okay, so from the keyboard we are accepting means we are reading, we are taking input as input like 2 or 3 or 4 depends on the number of variables. It returns the numeric value. Example, same example I want to take integer a comma b and I want to ask to enter two values, that is enter a comma b values. Then see, I want to assign this value. When I perform the input operation scanf function to read two values as is explained in the previous example, it reads a and b value and return 2 because two values it reads. So that 2 will be assigned into n, that is the numeric value. Now I want to take the output of n value. Yes, I can take here. See, simply n is equals to, this is the normal characters and formatting code. Whose formatting code I want to display here? I want to display this n value. Okay, n value as of now 2 because two variables we are reading here. So that's what output is 2. So like this we can use this scanf function. So especially I want to say here only printf function and scanf function. Printf function is for the output purpose and scanf function for the input operations. Like we can use printf and scanf for the IO operations. Inside them we are using formatting code. That's what we are saying, that formatted input and output functions as IO operations we are saying. Okay, so in this just I covered IO operations. In the next video I am going to cover operators. There we will start the technical part, means some programming part and logics, etc. So thank you for watching.